Well, hello, welcome back to more Saving Bournemouth. If you've made it this far, full marks to you. And today, well, it's the January transfer window. It will be very shortly. It's still December at the moment, but it will be the January transfer window, and we are in the market for, you'll be pleased to know, nothing, because we owe £7 million to the bank and we have no other money to spend. But it's the thought that counts. It'll be an exciting time nevertheless, and we may well make some sales. Some of our players are attracting interest because they're unhappy. I'm not sure why they're attracting interest, because they're not really very good, the ones that want to go. But we will see what happens. Anyway, let's get straight into the action then. Last time out, if you didn't watch it, was pretty good. Again, we've still only won one. we win on average. We win one game a month. But it was some exciting draws in here, to be honest. The brilliant 1-0 win against Chelsea, of course, was brilliant. I've said brilliant multiple times there. It was really brilliant. Tremendous. Absolutely fantastic. Sound like that orange guy. Anyway, then disappointing 1-1 with Watford. But yeah, the kind of win against Norwich. We didn't actually win, obviously. They did equalise late on, but the big win was that Callum Wilson finally scored a goal, and he scored another one against Liverpool in what was a very, very creditable draw. So he's done it. He's finally done it after 17 matches. He scored in his 16th match, but after that many games, he finally managed to score a goal. The tide is turning, viewers. It's fantastic. Anyway, that was last time. So now we have got probably the whole of January. Depends on how things go, but probably the whole of January. Palace, then the FA Cup third round against Sheffield Wednesday, West Ham, Newcastle and Norwich. All pretty winnable games. And hopefully we can offload some players as well in the process. We have obviously got quite a few players who are not registered for the squad because they were injured long term. The only one who's back at the moment is Junior Stanislas. I would quite like to register him because he's pretty decent. He might not be a long-term option, but he's pretty decent. David Brooks also he will be back before the end of the season, so I'd like him to be registered too. Charlie Daniels will not. That's not Charlie Daniels. Yeah, Charlie Daniels will not. So he's done, really. I think his contract's up as well. Yeah, he'll be leaving. He's not staying. So we do need to offload a couple of players, basically. And the most likely ones to depart will be probably, where is he? Andrew Sermon, who of course rejected a transfer in the summer, and then probably Josh King as well. We may also get rid of this man who's now complaining, Dan Gosling, who was out injured for the entire season. He's now fit, he's back, and he wants to play. And fair enough, Dan. Fair enough. I'm just not really sure we need you. He's actually quite good. Looking at him now, he's actually pretty good as a squad option. And considering that, well, no, I say Lerma's been quite good recently, so maybe not. Anyway, let's talk to him. Let's see if Steve Cook can talk him round. Nope. Well, let's have a chat with him, see what he thinks. To be honest, you can just leave permanently. I wasn't expecting him to say yes, but well, there we are. There we are. I mean, he's not the kind of player that's going to get us into Europe, so I'm not too bothered. But probably at this stage, just get him. Try and keep everyone as happy as possible. If that means telling them they can leave, then it means telling them they can leave. Obviously, we don't want to be in a situation where we're left short. I don't really want to sell too many players other than the ones we've mentioned, just because, I don't want to be left without enough people. We've got a bid from New York Red Bulls for Josh King on loan, paying all of his wages. No. Especially because the MLS season's going to end in March, isn't it? What's the point of that? Completely pointless waste of my time. If someone wants to make a permanent bid for him, then we'll listen. But he's not going out on loan, and it's certainly not to the MLS. That would be silly. We are, of course, it is time to see if we can sign players on a free. Well, it is the time when you can look for players whose contracts are expiring within 6 months' time. Obviously, as we've seen, we can't do that because we don't have any wage budget left. So it would be a bit pointless. Obviously, we've got all of these contracts expiring for ourselves. Charlie Daniels and Arta Boric will be going. Sermon will be going as well, for sure. Simon Francis too. We're getting rid of a lot of experience there, but we need to develop. We need to revitalise the squad, I think. Jordan Ibe is the only question mark because he's not been good. In fact, he's been the opposite of good. However, there's value here. There's value in him, and I don't really want to... Like, a 24-year-old, you can get money for him. How much did they pay for him? 15 million quid. Goodness me. What a waste of money. We're not going to get that back, but I feel we can get something back. And therefore it's in our interest to renew his contract. He's on 37.5. Now that's too much money. He wants a pay cut. Well, that's alright then, because if he's prepared to take a pay cut, then it's going to be easier to get rid of him. I'm going to go all the way down to 27,000. This seems reasonable. This is literally just a case of I want to get rid of him, but I don't want to lose him on a free. And we got him to 29. If he can accept no signing on fee, there we go. Right, that's not too bad. So we're not going to lose him on a free, and we've taken not much, but we've taken 8.5k off the wage bill. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. Even if we now look to sell him in the summer, which we probably will do, at least hopefully we can get a little bit of cash for him. He's going to have less of a wage demand, so we're going to hopefully be able to get rid of him more easily. Dominic Solanke out for 3 weeks. Brilliant. Maybe we won't sell Josh King. I mean, we've got Surridge, actually. I'd rather play Surridge than King. Let's see what the new month will bring. Some suggested players. Guendouzi, can't afford him. Foyth, can't afford him. Hudson-Odoi, yeah, we've got a spare 100 million lying around. Reece Nelson, they don't want to sell. Joe Willock, don't want to sell. Brilliant suggestion, Stuart. Really, really, I mean, you're being paid for a lot, aren't you? Absolutely useless. Seattle Sounders now interested in Josh King. I mean, no. What is the value of that? What is the benefit of that to me? The MLS isn't even... I've not even got it loaded. Not even as a view-only league. So he's not even going to be playing real games. Not interested. Aaron Hickey wants to stay at Hearts. Brilliant. We haven't got any money to buy him anyway. Maybe in the summer. That might be something we can revisit. But at the moment, for now, no. But big game against Crystal Palace. Mid-table clash. We're in 9th. They're in 11th. We're at home. This is the kind of game we want to be winning. We want to be cementing a top half finish, which is we're definitely on for. I think all fears of relegation at the start of the season are behind us. Right, okay. I just want to check how many points we've got first. 28 points. Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Bid from Burnley for Mr. Joshua King, and this is tempting. Let's have a look at this in full. Let's get it up in full. So £11 million up front, instalments of 2.1, and then league appearances 3.3. I don't like that. Wage contribution of 9.75k a week. He's on 55 grand. I'm prepared to tolerate that. When does his contract expire? 2021. He's only got 1 year left on his deal. He's only got 1 year left on his deal. And then... That's not much. Yeah, that's good. It does leave us a bit short up front. However, potentially we can get someone on loan, maybe. But we've got Surridge, we've got Solanke, we've got Wilson. I think we'll be alright. Right, I want to get rid of this. and I want to put it on here. 14 million up front. In fact, actually, we'll go 13 million and then 3 million in installments. How about that? See what they say to that. They go for it. We probably could have got a bit more, but I don't want to scare them off. It's January. 16 million for Josh King, I think, is reasonable. It helps pay off the deficit a bit. We don't need him. We're not going to use him. They paid 1.5 million for him. We are losing some of it to Blackburn, but that's kind of we're basically just losing the instalments to Blackburn. We're still getting 13 million for him. Getting him off the wage bill, freeing up space in squad registration. I think it makes sense. He's not really a long-term option for me. I was never going to really use him. He's not, in my view, good enough. When he has played, he's not been good enough. I think we cash in now. Get an unhappy player out of the club as well. He's going to have to go. As I say, he's going to have to go on the bench. He's not. We're going to put Surridge on the bench. Academy graduate, of course. Harry Wilson can come back in because we're not playing Liverpool anymore. Jordan Ibe is not fit at all. I guess we'll go with Ryan Fraser, although I'm not particularly happy about it. Lewis Cook is back from suspension, so he can come back in too. How long is Mepham out for? 2 months. Brilliant. Great stuff. Great stuff. Now we can register Junior Stanislas because I'm going to get rid of Andrew Sermon. So we might as well just register Stanislas now. And then while I think about it, let's offer Sermon out again. I mean, his contract's up at the end of the summer. So I don't mind paying a little bit of a contribution. I'd actually, at this stage, if we could just get some cash for him, that would be good. We'll see what happens after the game. Otherwise, that is going to be the team. Let's go to it. Okay, so very packed midfield from Palace. I imagine we are going to be overrun in midfield. I think we'll get over it though. I expect to win. We're at home against a team in and around us in the table. It probably will be a draw. We did draw with them in the previous match, but I think we've got a bit of enough about us to make a bit of a difference for this. I've just registered Stanislas, but I didn't put him on the bench, did I? That was good. That was genius. Really brilliant. Hopefully it won't matter. I specifically just registered him to put him on the bench and then forgot to do that. But there we go. Nothing happening though. Very boring. Palace going for a bit of a defend. And we are not really doing much to stop them. And now they're coming forwards. Rico clears it. We're doing some dodgy stuff at the back. We've given it away again. Ward across. Zaha misses, which is a relief. Gaeta playing very well in the Palace goal, as we have our first highlight, and it's just that. It's not encouraging. I think, again, I don't want to keep drawing games, because we do draw a lot of games. But I think, actually, when it comes down to it, a draw is better than a defeat. A draw is better than a defeat. We're not playing particularly attacking football, which obviously the board are not really necessarily happy with. But if it works out and we end up finishing top half this season, then that's pretty good. Ryan Fraser's having a terrible game, as usual. We'll bring Danjuma on in his place. I think the thing with this tactic is it is attacking as long as you actually have good players. If you don't have good players, then it's not attacking. They just don't do much attacking, or at least not very effective attacking. And so as far as like the board are concerned, it's not actually attacking. It is a very attacking tactic, as long as the players are good. Bring on Kovalenko, why not? And then maybe Surridge. To be honest, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. We could actually go fully attacking, but we'll probably just result in a Palace goal. That's usually the way. Maybe not. Trying to find Callum Wilson. He doesn't get it, but we do win the knockdown. Wilson's in. He doesn't score, and he was offside anyway. So that was a good use of all of our time. It's yet another draw. We are the draw kings. We're so bad at winning games. It's a good job we're not losing. I don't know. Right, Andrew Sermon, £325,000 from Birmingham with a wage contribution, but not considering it's only for half a year until the end of June. I'm not bothered too much. If we can get 500,000, that would be nice. 425,000. I'll take that. That's fine. For a guy whose contract's expiring, who's in his 30s, fine with that. Not bothered. Is there anyone else whose contract is expiring who we want to just sort of get a bit of cash for? Daniels, but no one's going to want to buy him. We've renewed. Boric, I want to keep because we don't have another goalkeeper really. Simon Francis. We don't really have another right one. We do. We've got Adam Smith, haven't we? Yep, Simon Francis. But again, I don't want to necessarily force him out of the club. We'll keep him for now. He's not really worth that much money. Okay, so yet another draw. Now we've got the cup. FA Cup third round against Sheffield Wednesday. We're at home, so I'm hopeful. We'll probably rotate a bit. We'll put Sam Surridge in there. Maybe a few other players. Lloyd Kelly can probably play. Jack Stacey can come back in. People like that. See what we can do. If we can go through, that would be lovely. Get a bit more money in the old bank. A bit of a cup run would be quite nice. And then obviously we have got, transfers to think about. Josh King looking like he's on his way out. I said we'll play all of January today. It's been very slow, so we're already 17 minutes in and we've played one of the matches and it's January 2nd, so maybe not. Maybe not. Right, Steve Cook's now happy, which will help the dressing room out no end. We're now excellent, pretty much solely because Steve Cook's happy. See, you shouldn't have been upset in the first place. More bids for Josh King. Brighton and Newcastle. What have we actually accepted from Burnley? I've already forgotten. So 13 rising to 16, and it will rise to 16 because it's purely instalments, the add-ons. Although that will then go to Blackburn. So I want at least 13 million. What's the wage contribution we've taken? 9.75. Right, fine. So Brighton want more wage, but it's not much. It's like, 50 grand a week more? It's not 50 grand a week. No, it's like £5,000 a week. I'm not very smart. Okay, so if we can get 13 million, again, I'm not doing this. 14 million, let's try and get a bit more. 14 million. Okay, right, fine. And then Newcastle, I don't know if they've been taken over there. Their wage contribution is way lower, which is good. Again, we'll get rid of this. Let's try 16 million and 3 million in installments. They're fine with that. I do think he's probably more likely to reject that one because they're potentially not going to be able to give him as much money. I'm not sure. Logically, though, was he really wanting to? He said he'd become unsettled. What is his preference at the moment? What does it look like his preference is? He wants to go to Crystal Palace, who've not even bid yet. Probably Newcastle is what he's going to go for. Just because I want to cancel any bids from clubs that I want to cancel the lower bids if we can. To be honest. Really weak from Alex Grant to just forgive and forget with this Cook situation. Okay, I mean, he We had to play him. I didn't do anything. He had to play just because Chris Mepham was injured. Don't give me that sass. There's been offers for Boric, but I'm not bothered because I wasn't going to renew his contract anyway. He's 39. Literally no point. Matt Butcher, his contract's also up. I mean, he's not great really. He potentially could get some money for him, but he's 22. I think just let him go. Really, he's never going to be that good. And if he does become that good, then we can buy him back because he will never. I don't think he's ever going to really develop into anything that special. Manuel Pellegrini's just taken charge of Southampton, which is nice. But now it's FA Cup third round day. Jordan Ibe has signed a new contract, greeted with some concern by the Bournemouth supporters. Yep, because he's terrible. But it's just so we can sell him, because I reckon we can get 5 million for him from someone, probably West Brom or something. Anyway, Bobby Madley in charge for this one, and we're going to play. Well, no. We're going to play Stanislas. Junior Stanislas can start. Probably a risk. I'm going to play Surridge as well. Why not? Simpson can play. Stacey can play. Kovalenko. In fact, the midfield is going to change. Billing's going to play. Arta's going to play actually. And we'll play Billing at the back. Lloyd Kelly's going to play as well. Eliasson's going to play. We're going to fully change actually, apart from the defence, because we only have 3 defenders. So Steve Cook will have to play, and hopefully he won't get injured. We could play Simon Francis actually. He's a bit slow, but yeah, why not? Let's play Simon Francis. He's probably never going to play for the team again. I'm not playing Boric because he's 39, and that would be silly. Yeah. I think, is there anyone else we want to put on the bench? I mean, Gosling, we could probably put Gosling on the bench. Why not? We'll put Dan Gosling on the bench. And there we go. Again, I want to go through, but I wouldn't be devastated if we got knocked out. Would be good to go through, but it's not the end of the world. Fully expect you to keep the run going, is what we said there. But I mean, run of draws. I don't want to replay. That would be bad. Definitely don't want to replay. But let's get these guys a bit of fitness. See what they can do against a pretty mid-table championship team. Well, Nicholas Elias is used to playing in the championship, and he scored. Obviously, he started off the season starting for us as Harry Wilson had a bit of an injury. Did score a couple of goals. Then when Wilson was fit, he didn't play. But he's reminding us why he was quite good. We've got the lead early on, pretty good. I'm happy to go through if that's what's on offer. I mean, at least we're getting through games relatively quickly because there's really not much. We're not the most action-packed side. Let's be honest. I think it's a byproduct of the tactic in some ways, but we are very. There's some quite dull games. We are effective at nullifying the opposition, while ourselves being nullified by them. Kelly across. Stanislas is there. Marks his return from injury with a fabulous goal. I mean, he's not a player I really thought I'd be missing, but I guess we have. That was great. Good to see him back. He will probably be starting in the league pretty soon because Ryan Fraser's been terrible. This is looking good. This is going to be good for the morale. We haven't won a game for too long, not since the win at Chelsea. We're mostly just good at drawing, of course. That's our specialty. I think we haven't really won many games this season, to be honest. I don't even remember the last time we beat a team who weren't in the top six. Our last 2 wins have been against Chelsea and Manchester City. We haven't actually beaten a team who are sort of at our own level or worse than us for a long time. So this will be good if we get this done. Lloyd Kelly heavily involved. Sam Surridge, very unlucky. not to score his first senior Bournemouth goal. But that's been good. That's been a really good performance. Well done. Really impressive. Lloyd Kelly's been good. He's another player who can maybe feel a bit hard done by. Rico's played well all season, to be honest. He's keeping him out of the team, but Kelly could play a bit more. Connor Wickham's in. Ramsdale, though, makes the save. And, this has been positive. There's some, obviously, the two wide players are our usual wide, starting wingers. Not particularly prolific in terms of goal scoring. Wilson's done pretty good. Ryan Fraser's been absolutely woeful. Danjuma, nothing to write home about. So it was good to see. We're going to take Stanislas off because obviously he has just come back from a very long-term injury. We don't want a recurrence of that. And we'll bring Dan Gosling on as well. Why not? He's unhappy. Give him a little bit of game time. And if he ends up leaving this month, ruining it for anyone else who's still in the FA Cup because he can't play in that, which is always funny. Surridge plays it forward to Eliasson, who's been well tackled by Iorfa, and Sheffield Wednesday nearly getting a goal back, but it's not going to be enough. It wouldn't have been enough anyway. We are through to the fourth round, 2-0 win. Very good performance. Very pleasing indeed. And a few of these boys have played their way into contention for the league game against West Ham in a week's time, I think. Lloyd Kelly, chief amongst them, actually. Very impressive. Very impressive. Rico's not been, as I say, Rico's been pretty good, but actually pretty average recently. So Kelly's probably going to keep his place there. Stanislas almost certainly will as well. But we'll see who's actually fit to play in a week's time, and we'll see who we get in the draw for the fourth round. If we can get some pretty teams from lower divisions at home, that'll be nice. A bit of a run, maybe getting to the quarterfinals or something would be quite nice for the old coffers. Down 8 million. It's going back down again. Hopefully the Josh King sale will go through and that will bump that up. We obviously won't get much to spend, but I'm not looking to spend at the moment. I'm just interested in principally just paying off the debt, hopefully getting the wage budget sorted a bit, evening that out, and then actually looking at some facilities. If we can improve the old youth recruitment, junior coaching, things like that, that would be good. That's probably more sort of sensible at the moment, because we can easily, as things stand, survive until the summer, when we will have hopefully considerably more funds to spend anyway. But here we go. Brad Smith wants to leave as well. That's fine. He's decent, but nothing too special. And go permanently. Yeah, that's fine. We've got 2 left backs anyway, and we can potentially bring someone else in the summer anyway. I think he can go. We got him back from his loan as cover, which was kind of not really needed, but now we've got Kelly back from injury, and obviously Rico's playing well. He's surplus to requirements and might as well go. No one's interested. Talk to clubs then, mate. We've had a bid from Huddersfield for Will Dennis of £400,000, which has been rejected by Bruce Sirachi. I think I might need to be in charge of that, because that's not a bad price for a guy who... He's got 7 reflexes, which for me is... He's never going to be good enough. I think I might... Where are we? Yeah, actually, incomings, I'm going to take full control. I don't want to potentially miss out on a good sale. So yeah, he can initiate signings, but I want to be in total control of outgoings. Right, 4th round draw. Let's just go straight to the outcome. Yeovil have beaten Brentford 2-1. Shock result there, actually. Non-league Yeovil. And we don't get what we want. We get drawn away to Southampton, which is it's not what I'm looking for. It's not what I'm looking for at all, but anyway. At least we got to the 4th round, that's something. Bit of progress. There we go. So, Corey Jordan signed a new contract. Cool. Brilliant. Love to see it. Who is Josh King going to pick? Probably should have cancelled the Burnley deal, but I just want him to go. I'm not too fussed about a few million here or there at this stage. A few of our youngsters getting pretty serious injuries on loan, which is not particularly ideal. Liverpool looking good to reach the final of the League Cup. Obviously, one day that'll be us. Right, Josh King. He's not chosen the most expensive option. He's not chosen the least expensive option, but he has chosen the middle option. He is going to go to Brighton and Hove Albion in the relegation zone. 16.5 million. 10k of wages. It's not bad. We're paying 3 million to Blackburn, which is fine. That is the instalments, so we're getting 13 million for the deal. Fair enough. I will take that. That will go a long way to paying off the wage budget deficit, and it will obviously pay off our current bank balance deficit. How much do we actually get to spend from that? 6.41 million. That's not bad. I'm not looking to bring anyone in, as said, but that's not bad. We can just move that all over, pay off the wage budget, but that should be fine anyway when we get rid of Andrew Sermon. So yeah, not too bad. That's pretty good business. Blackburn get a lot of money for that. Sermon heard what I was just saying, and now he's turned down Birmingham. For a guy who really wants to leave, that's the second contract he's rejected. What are you doing? You get what? Oh, I'm sorry. Is someone only offering you 20 grand a week, more than most people make in a year? Like, what? Why would you turn it down again? Right, Millwall, even more wage contribution, but at least a bit of money. I just want to get rid of him. To be honest, I just want to get rid of him. Go to Millwall. Right, Matt Butcher's going to be leaving. He's going to learn French before he gets to Dijon. Good luck to him. He's never going to be Premier League standard in my view. If he does, then we've got an academy graduate we can potentially buy back down the line as a squad option. I don't think he's ever going to really make the grade. Would have been nice to get some money for him, but oh well. Good luck to him in France. Right, West Ham coming up. Sermon apparently interesting Bristol Rovers. I don't really care. Just someone, just agree a contract with someone and then just leave, please. I cannot deal with these prima donna players. Right, so players who played really well in the FA Cup. Stanislas will keep his place in the team, as will Lloyd Kelly. Everyone else will drop out, apart from Ramsdale, obviously. He'll keep his place. But we'll bring Ake back in. Callum Wilson back in. Svanberg can come back in as well. Adam Smith. Jack Stacey's been pretty solid this year. Right back's looking relatively sound at the moment. Lewis Cook can come back in. He is a player who I'd quite like to tie down to a bit of a longer contract. If we can. When does his deal expire? Yeah, he's only got 2 years on his deal. I would like to give him a new deal at some point. But wait until we get a bit more of the old balanced before we do that. I think. Anyone else? Who do we need to bring back in? Rico can come back on the bench, or maybe not actually. Steve Cook needs to come back in, of course. Harry Wilson, although Eliasson did well, so can come on the bench. I think. Who do I want to put? I mean, Dan Jeam has been awful, so I guess we'll put Ryan Fraser on the bench just in case. Billing is fine, I guess. Nothing really particularly crazily amazing. I guess put him on in place of Kovalenko, I suppose. None of them, no one's really covered themselves particularly in glory this season, apart from, I mean, the defence has been pretty good, but other than that, it's really only been Lewis Cook who's particularly impressed me. What does he actually want at the moment? He's on 40 grand. It's quite a lot. He's not going to tell us. We have to guess. Well, I'm not doing that right now. Okay, so Kelly comes in, Stanislas comes in after impressing in the cup. Everyone else is as you would expect for this one. We visit the London Stadium, which is not really particularly designed for football, is it? It's the Olympic Stadium. That's what its purpose is to be an athletic stadium. Anyway, I mean, unbelievable scenes. 3-3 for him. No, wait, no, because we drew with Palace, didn't we? 3-4. Fabianski makes a right royal mess of it, and Callum Wilson scores a disgraceful finish. He's going to be... I mean, the sirens are out for it. It's basically illegal, but he's got away with it. We're 1-0 up. Callum Wilson mugging off Lukas Fabianski for a cheeky lead. West Ham immediately striking back, hitting the crossbar. Very unlucky. Stanislas with the corner in. Is he the difference maker? The pitch here is massive, by the way. Good work from Stanislas again, and Lewis Cook. He's trying to earn that new contract. Smith across, Jefferson Lerma. Who's going to take it on? Stanislas is going to take it on. It was a good opportunity. Tipped wide of the post. But we're looking lively in these early exchanges, it has to be said. Really good. So I think maybe the rest in the cup game did them a bit of good. I don't know. But yeah, looking good. And we're in 8th place as things stand. If we can see this one out, 8th place. It's been very good. Very unexpectedly good. Right, come up to half time. Even in terms of the stats, but not in terms of the goals. We are winning the game, and we have been pretty solid, if not spectacular, through what we've seen. Lewis Cook bossing the midfield. We need to get him tied down on a much longer deal. Callum Wilson, fine goal scoring form for him. As we, again, the seconds tick by. We are kind of not prolific in front of goal. There's a bit of a Jose Mourinho about this, like just to get 1-0 win, grind it out. Time is disappearing. Stanislas better come off because he is a danger of getting injured. We'll bring Eliasson on because I hate Ryan Fraser. He's not good. Not been good. And that is looking like it's going to be only our, 7th win of the season? 6th? 1-0 against West Ham. To be fair, we kind of mugged them off there. It was a pretty even game, but one goal, no highlights in the second half whatsoever. One goal, and it was just Callum Wilson mugging off Fabianski. Bit of a cheeky one there. Anyway, right, 7 unbeaten. Good. That is our 7th win. It is our 7th win. There are teams below us with more wins, namely Everton. Just Everton. West Ham on 7 as well. But yeah, 7 wins, 11 draws, 4 defeats. It's good. It is really good. Right, we come up to 40 minutes. I said we might go a bit longer today. We might not be able to fit the whole month in. Now we've got the Southampton game. But we will definitely play Newcastle. And then maybe Norwich as well. We'll see. Right, bank balance. We're in the black, or a white text in this case. £2 million of positive balance. Okay, that might not last very long, but It's going to help. It's helped the projection out. Yeah, we're projected to finish with a positive balance before the TV rights money and the sponsorship money comes in, which is good. That is good. Let's sort out the wage budget. Actually, down to 26,000. I'm not sure. I mean, how much can we put in? That gets it to 12. I want to keep a bit of money. 537. Right, we'll leave it like that because hopefully the sermon deal will go through, and then we can actually have a little bit of spare capacity to potentially renew Lewis Cook's contract. And I mean, we could get someone else in, but I don't think there's any need to get anyone else in. Harry Arter upset. Still try and talk him down. Leave permanently. If you tell him to leave permanently, he doesn't want to, so it's fine. Gets him to back down, which is good, because we do need to keep some players. We can't have everyone leaving. That would be unproductive, you know. Unproductive. Right. That West Ham game was the first. Not only was that our first league win for a month, that is the first league win we've had against a team who theoretically we should be beating since we beat West Ham back in September. So yeah, the only team we're going to do the double on this season, I would imagine, is West Ham United. Terrible from David Moyes' boys. There's a shocking performance from all involved. Absolutely shocking. I don't think we're going to... Well, I say that. It's only the 13th of January, but I'm not anticipating any other bids. King was the only one likely to really go. And he's now gone. We got a bit of money for him, which is not too bad. What is the reaction of that, actually? No, there's neither a positive nor negative reaction from the board on that one, which is good. At least they don't think we've been massively conned, which is always a positive. I think it was a pretty good deal for a player who I had no faith in whatsoever. Pretty good player. Okay, Jack Stacey, bit of an injury. Sam Surridge, bit of an injury. Brilliant. How long is Solanke out for? 1 day. He'll be back. He'll be back for the Newcastle game, which is fantastic news. Not that he's obviously going to be playing. And he's probably still someone we need to offload in the summer. And get someone a bit more consistent to try and challenge Callum Wilson. If Callum Wilson could also be a bit more consistent, that would be good too, but we can't have everything. And yeah, no, I think it's been an interesting experiment of a season, because I was expecting it to be a bit more of a struggle. We have been surprisingly good defensively. That's what I thought would maybe be a bit more of a concern. We've been surprisingly good defensively, and it's been goal scoring that's been the issue. So clearly, biggest investment in the summer will need to be midfield, wide areas, and up front, depending on how much we get. But yeah, it's been pretty good. We're nearly safe. Again, we're finally getting rid of Andrew Sermon. Thank God. Third time's the charm. We're on 32 points, so we need 3 wins and we'll be safe. Andrew Sermon, a veteran player, but finally sold, and we're now in the positive when it comes to wage budget as well, which is brilliant news. Really good. Really, really good. And now what we're going to do before we play Newcastle is players whose contracts are up in a very short amount of time. Adam Smith's on there. Probably want to renew him at some point, but he's 28. The big one for me though, Lewis Cook. Only 2 years on his deal. and I want to get him signed down. I want to get him locked down. Regular player, a regular starter to important player. That's absolutely fine. I hate when agents do this. Just tell me what you want up front, and I'll give it to you. We're not giving him a yearly wage rise. Team of the year bonus, and also I want 5 years. We can't even give him 5 years. Well, 4 years is fine. Team of the year bonus, and if we win the Premier League, I'll give you loads of money. And we'll get rid of this as well, because we're not planning on getting relegated anytime soon. Yeah, Team of the Year bonus. You can have £500,000. And we'll go... He's already on 40k, isn't he? We'll go 42. See if he likes this. He wants 56,000, and he wants a release clause. Definitely not. I'm prepared to go to 50,000. But let's try and be a bit more reasonable about this. I don't actually mind 50,000 plus £1 million. That's reasonable. But let's try and get him below 50 if we can. £1 million signing on fee, 48,000. He's gone for it. That's absolutely fine by me. That's a worthwhile piece of investment because he's only going to get better. He's had a brilliant season. He's only going to get better. And I think to get him locked down for 4 years, I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? Right. Newcastle United, no changes to the team that so comprehensively defeated West Ham. Junior Stanislas has been a vital returnee to the team. We need to make sure... I'm not sure why I'm thinking of this now. Well, no, I know why. Because Stanislas came back in. We need to make sure that we put David Brooks... We registered David Brooks in the squad before the end of the January window. We need to do that. Right, we're on the ball. Jefferson Lerma is down off the pitch, hurt. He's coming back on now. He's managed to come back on. He's going to be involved in the move. Lloyd Kelly across. It's been bundled in by the man of the moment, Callum Wilson. It took him nearly half the season to actually finally score a goal, but now you can't stop him. Goal of the season from him there. Fantastic finish from about 2 centimetres out. We've got the lead again, and is it going to be a repeat of the West Ham one? Or we just sit back and we defend? I don't know. Stanislas is injured. I forgot to put Solanke back on the bench. We've got an injured Sam Surridge on the bench instead. Oh, now Lerma's injured too. Fully in the wars at the moment. Fully in the wars. I think Stanislas has just got a bruise. What is Lerma's injury? You're not going to tell me. Stanislas is a bruise. Fine. Yeah, I already knew that. Twisted knee for Lerma. That's not too serious. He can stay out there. Lloyd Kelly. To Svanberg. Back to Kelly. Back to Svanberg. There's Lerma. Back to Kelly again. Harry Wilson. Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson. That was all about Lloyd Kelly, to be honest. Really good play from him. He got the ball multiple times in that move. I mean, the lovely move. Lovely move. And Callum Wilson, deadly finish. Maybe training him not to do long shots. That's not fully gone through yet, but maybe it's starting to work. Maybe he's not wasting his time shooting from 50 yards. Newcastle looking to come back in at Atsu, trying to get there. Doesn't manage to do it. But we've scored 2 goals in a match against a team in the same division as us for the first time since the Norwich game. Yeah, first time since the Norwich game. Stanislas with a free kick, whips it in into the top corner, past Dubravka. Junior Stanislas back from injury. We have evidently missed him. Postage stamp stuff from Stanislas. 3-0 at St James's. 3-0. We've scored 3 goals in a game for the first time. I want to say all season. I can't recall another time where we scored more than 3 goals. We'll bring Ryan Fraser on because Stanislas is a bit hurt. Lerma as well will take off for Philip Billing. As we are, I mean, I'm hopeful we won't muck up a 3-0 lead. To be honest, I'm hopeful we will be able to hold this one out. Wow. Lloyd Kelly better come off too. We'll bring on, I think Stacey can play there, it's fine. Fullbacks can play on either side, they'll be alright. Goodness me, Watford beating Burnley 6-1. We won't be first on match of the day by any means. But Newcastle 0, Bournemouth 3. I think that is the biggest win of the season. We'll check that before we go. Pretty sure that is by far and away the biggest win of the season. Lerma's out for 6 days. Stanislas should be fine. We are playing Norwich in 3 days' time, but I don't mind. Well, 2 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row if you include the cup game. 2 league wins in a row for the first time since September. And is that the first time we've scored 3 goals in a game? No, we scored 3 against Everton, didn't we? When we lost 4-3. That was not a sign of things to come. But apart from that, yeah, that's the only game we've scored 3 goals. We're not particularly prolific up front, are we? But we are. We're solid. We are good at grinding things out. And actually, don't tell Steve Cook this, but 4 clean sheets in a row. 4 clean sheets in a row. Goodness me. Well, we didn't quite go through the whole January window because stuff came up, and I talk slowly, and the computer's not the quickest in the world. It's good, but it's not the quickest. So we'll be back next time to finish off January. And deadline day will probably take ages because it's so slow. But then hopefully we can get into February and play a few more games of that as well as we get towards the business end of the season, and we are looking extremely comfortable for safety, and we might, if things go okay, we might even be able to make a late push for Europe. Probably not, and to be honest, I would rather we didn't, because we're not ready for European football at all. But if we can get a top 10 finish, that would be really very good indeed. 35 points from 23 games. Callum Wilson, is he on this list yet? You can't stop him scoring. Not quite, but he's actually joint 20th with Ross Barkley. He just is. We can't go down any further, but he would be there. He's made it on the list. Got a long way to go to catch up to Harry Kane though. Probably not going to do that, but we will see. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more absolutely thrilling Bournemouth action. We've scored 3 goals in a game for the 2nd time, and it's January.